I just thought I'd make a quick video, just talking about the process of becoming more divine, I guess we could say. I like to use the term more like purified, more simplified. Um, I don't know if any of you ever made ghee before, but ghee is an analogy of what I think is happening to us on these subtle spiritual levels. So you take butter and you put it in a pan and you heat it up. You boil off all the water, and all the milk solids will settle to the bottom. And what you're left with is this pristinely clear liquid substance. And it's very great because it's high. It can take high heat, and it's great for cooking. And it's just really good. They use it for cooking a lot in India and stuff like that. Probably because it doesn't go rancid. It doesn't. You can leave it at room temperature and it's totally fine. So this process of purification is not easy. And Babaji made a comment that he's looking for spiritual lions. He wasn't looking for sheep. He said the practice would attract sheep. Paul's talked about this a lot. The practice itself, it attracts people because they want, the kind of the touchy feel good parts. They want to feel part of a group, and they want to have, this kind of touchy feely emotionality stuff. That is just the most superficial level, and maybe that's what gets people started initially, but what keeps them going isn't that. It's a warrior spirit. It's a spirit of a warrior. And down deep, we're lions. We're not sheep. The true spiritual light bringers, I guess you could say, for this planet are warriors. They're lions. We're lions. And we can't concern ourselves with the opinion of sheep. It doesn't matter what the sheep say. So what does that mean? It means that we have to dig down deep into our own heart, and we have to mine our own heart for that spark of divinity, that spark of God. And what's required with that is removing a lot of debris. Now, we don't have to do that with the heartfulness. We don't have to do that because it's being done for us. What we have to do is we have to step back and start to trust. And, it's kind of like, what Daji's talked about is you've got 5 different stocks. You own these 5 different stocks. And one of the stocks just keeps producing. It's always the producer. It always gets the job done. It's only natural to start moving everything into that one stock. And that's what I see for myself with this process, because I've been very standoffish about this stuff. And like I said, I don't want to be part of a group. I don't want to go, at least not right now. And I just need to do this by myself. And with the support of the people that I feel like I've connected with online and through YouTube and things like that. And but this process is an unfolding. It's a constant unfolding. These impurities are constantly being removed. And sometimes it might look like we're standing in the middle of a leaf storm. Like we can't even see what's going on because it's such a mess. But that's where you have faith in the system or faith in yourself, that you can persevere, that you're strong enough to make it through the dark stuff. And that to me is like the difference between and people can go back and forth on it. So you might do a practice, and you might do you might start meditation like Paul talks about. A lot of people will start and then they'll stop. Well, maybe they'll start up again later. Maybe they won't. Maybe that was it for this lifetime. Maybe maybe they'll go on to something else. Maybe they'll start heartfulness and stop heartfulness and then become a follower of Jesus, or become a follower of Buddha, or become some other kind of spiritual path. There's so many different things. And so anyway, my thoughts are just thinking about it, that we're lions, and whatever comes at us, I mean, a lion ain't never going to go down without a fight. And the truth is we don't have to do all this ourselves. And I'll tell you a story I had from a meditation I had. So I was in this is when I first learned meditation, not too long ago, but I mean, I've only been doing it for a couple of years, not even 2 years. And 17, 18, 19, yeah, 2 years. So I was really deep in meditation, really, really deep. Like I felt like I went to this like really like space of just really golden space. I mean, it was really beautiful. But it was like my consciousness was so thin at that point that it was almost like, it's kind of one of those things where you're almost dreaming, almost sleeping, but you're not. Well, then I started backing out of it. So I started pulling back out of this space, and I saw this huge lion's face. It was a huge face of a lion, but it was real gold and real subtle and real light. And as I backed out of that, it was Babaji's face. Crazy, right? So these people that have set down this stuff are like, they're the spiritual lions. And, we're part of their tribe. I mean, they're gonna help us. They're gonna give us direction if we ask for it. They're gonna help us in the most subtle ways. They would never. The humility. That's the thing with this practice too. Is I feel like I'm just being humbled so much. But where it used to bruise my ego, now I'm like, oh, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for it now. And that's a big difference. I mean, that's a huge shift in consciousness. Anyway, I hope all that made sense. I don't know if it did or not. All right, have a good night.